It could be one big game or just one big catch that tells coaches someone's ready for a breakout. It's a moment they've been ready for, and they know exactly how to push them to build on it.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot! What up? Sit hot! 180! What a shot! Sit hot! 180! 180! What a shot! 180! 180! What a shot! 'Alpha, sit hot! 180! What a shot! What a shot! 180! Sit hot! 180! Sit hot! Sit hot! Sit hot! 180! Ready, shot! Sit hot! 180! Sit hot! Hey, Alpha, sit hot! Sit hot! Sit hot, not! Sit hot! 180! Ready, shot! Sit hot! 180! Sit hot! Ready, shot! Sit hot! Ready, sit hot! Sit hot! Sit hot! 180! Sit hot! Ready, sit hot! Sit hot! Sit hot! 180! Sit hot! Sit hot, hot. 180. What a shot. Hey, hey. Sit hot. Hey, Alpha, sit hot. What? Sit hot. What is? 180. 180. What is it? What is it on? Get on! 180. Cut. What is it? Get on! 180. Cut. 180. Sit on! 180. What is it on? What is it on? Sit on! Sit on! Sit on! 180! Sit on! 180! Sit on! Sit on! Not! Sit on! 180! What a shot! Hey, report! Report! Sit hard! Sit hard! 180! Sit hard! Report! Report! 180! 180! Sit hard! 180! You! Sit hard! Sit hard! Hard! Sit hard! Hey, middle! What is it? What is it? Sit hard! What is it? Sit hard! 180! Sit hard! 180! What is it? 180! What is it? Sit hard! What is it? Sit hard! 180! Sit hard! 180! 180! What is it? Sit hard! 180! 180! 180! Sit hard! What is it? 180! What is it? Hey, Ozzy! Sit hard! Sit hard! Sit hard! 180! Sit hard! 180! What is it? Ozzy, ready? Sit hard! 180! What is it? No, we changed it. What is it? Get on! 180! Get on! 180! Hey, report! Get on! 180! Get on! 180! You at X. Get on! What is it on? Get on! 180! What is it? 13! Get on! 180! Sit on! 180! What is it on? Go right here. Sit on! Alpha, sit on! 180! Sit on! Go. Sit on! 180! Sit on! Yo. What is it on? What is it on? Sit on! 180! What is it? 180! What is it? Sit on! Sit on! Attention hot! Report! Report! On the odds, you ready? Get hot! Get hot! Hot! No, we changed it. Get hot! Ready, shot! Get hot! 180! You at X. Right up! Middle, middle! Get hot! 180! Hey! Get hot! You! Ready, shot! Alpha, Alpha, sit hot! 180! Sit hot! 180! Go. Hey, middle, middle, middle! Ready, sit hot! 180! Sit hot! 180! Hey, hey, report! Report! Sit hot! Ready, sit hot! Sit hot! 180! Ready, sit hot! On the odds, you ready? Sit hot! Hey, Alpha, sit hot! Sit hot! 180! Ready, sit hot! 180! Ready, shot! Sit hot! 180! 180! Ready, shot! Middle, middle! Sit hot! Sit hot! 180! Hey, Ozzy, Ozzy! Sit hot! Sit hot! 180! 180! Hey, hey, report! Report! Ready, sit hot! Alpha, Alpha, sit hot! 180! 180! 180! Ready, shot! Hey, Ozzy, Ozzy! Sit hot! Sit hot! Sit hot, hot! Sit hot! 180! Report, report! Hey, middle, middle, middle! Alpha!
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the inner harbor of Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Houston Texans and the Baltimore Ravens. On the Texans sideline, head coach D'Amico Ryans. His team started 0-2, but subsequently they have righted the ship, winning their last two. His counterpart on the Ravens side is John Harbaugh. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Mike Tirico with Greg Olsen, the rookie Tyler Luke, set to kick things off. Off we go here in the inner harbor. The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. They're led out, Greg, by the #1 overall pick way back in 2009, Matthew Stafford.
He's coming off a really nice 3-touchdown performance in last week's win, Mike, but outside of that one errant throw, he did a really nice job of protecting the ball and was seemingly in control the entire game. This defense all week, they talked about trying to bait him into making some mistakes, so he's got to be careful about falling into the trap. But if he does that, I'll tell you what, I really like their chances.
And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 28 yards.
A pickup there of 28 yards.
The Texans first down. First and 10 at
well,
the
it's hard to imagine
37-yard
starting
line.
a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week. They love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
First down, Stafford. At front is Joe Mixon. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
A 7-yard
Ball on the 30
pickup
now.
brings
Here's
up
second and 3.
At the Ravens' 30-yard line.
Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. He's able to pick up the first down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. A shotgun snap to Stafford. Open man, the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he is out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
It is a gain of 23 yards. And now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's first and goal.
First and goal, Houston.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is first and goal. Mixon. He'll get this forward. No signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1.
It's a gain of a yard.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is third and goal
to go.
Their ground game ends up failing at the exact moment, Mike, where they're needed the most. 1 yard to the goal line, that's prime opportunity. Finish the drive, take the lead, but instead, they go backwards.
He'll get that out to Mixon. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
So often down here in these goal-to-go situations, so much of the emphasis is placed on taking away the wide receivers and the tight end targets in the end zone. It's not so easy bringing these backs down on the check down, so give a lot of credit to this defense. Rallying to the ball and keeping them short of the end zone. A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside.
Ready, shot. To the right. 180. Ready, shot. Ready, shot. 180. Ready, shot. Ready, shot.
Lamar going to work from the pistol. Here's a short one caught by Andrews.
Jackson's
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. This is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Pistol formation with Jackson. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags.
It's now
4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
On 4th down, they snap it. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Kalen Bullock. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. So they make the decision on 4th down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick 6.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on 4th down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up
The kick
and
is
through.
good.
And the Texans
Makes the
are out to
score
a
Texans
10-0 lead.
Ravens nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Gray gonna return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. John Harbaugh there, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Ravens, as his guys get ready for their next possession. Greg, I love the evolution of the NFL. Every 3-4 years feels like things change a little bit. Right now it feels like we're in a running back, running game era. Is that make sense to you?
Absolutely, and the league has such a funny way of continuing to reinvent itself. Years ago, 15, 20 years ago, Mike, this was a running back-led league. It was play action. Quarterbacks were under center. And then what offenses realized was the best way to score points is to generate explosive plays, get a bunch of yardage all at one time, because it's very hard to sustain possessions in the NFL. So as a result, they said, okay, what's the best way to generate big plays? It's to throw the ball downfield. So it became a very pass-heavy league. And then now defenses had to answer. The days of the big defensive tackles, the 260-pound Mike linebackers, everyone now on the field had to be able to defend space and defend the pass, and there was a lot more air on the field created by the defenses. So now, as a result, the offenses are saying, okay, we're throwing into all these bad looks, all these teams playing dime and multiple defensive backs. We're now going to take advantage of smaller bodies on the field, and we're going to run the ball at you. So the way I like to classify it is, Mike, offenses aren't running the ball more because they want to. Offenses are running the ball more because defenses are encouraging them to do that and saying, I dare you to run the ball 40 times this game and generate enough big plays to score enough points to beat me.
180. 180.
4th down. Jackson. And the rush is going to get there. He goes down. They were taking a big risk going for it from their own territory. It does not pay off. And it's a turnover on downs. It's Texans football. Quarter number 2 begins as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. That's caught. It's the tight end, Cade Stover. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Second down. Here's a run, and here's Mixon. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
Joe Mixon
trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he is going to come up short.
This defense is able to get the hold here on 1st down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4 down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
And he barrels his way into the end zone.
Touchdown,
Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Now Fairbairn for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans move further out in front. It is now 17-0. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
1st and 10.
The Ravens offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with 1st down.
Let's go. Go. Shot! You! Shot! 180! Shot!
Jackson out of the pistol. Flowers with the catch. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot! Sit hot! 180! What is shot? Sit hot!
Pistol give to Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, has been the case this entire 1st half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
No, we changed it.
3rd and short, Jackson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
4th down.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
Now Jackson on 4th down. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
You know, Mike, there's a lot of coaches out there who believe that an aggressive style of offense is your best chance of winning. Now, this takes it a little bit to the extreme, but I think this is something that we're going to continue to see as this game unfolds.
Kirk is the motion man. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mixon. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
There hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Now a second down throw for Stafford. This one complete to Jordan. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the right zone, inside the 20.
It's a gain of 14
Give them
yards.
14 on that one. It's good for a Texans first down.
First and 10.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. Second down and 8. Working out of the gun, Stafford. And the Texans are going to be set up with first and goal. He is down at the 6.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch. A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Now from the 9, it'll be 2nd and goal. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Offense.
From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Nate Wiggins. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Intercepted. The Ravens
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
The Ravens offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll begin with first down from their own 11. Quick throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
And the pistol, Jackson ready. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
On play action, here's Jackson. And he'll be taken down. They get him back at the 5-yard line. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. Ravens sending the punt team out there. Braxton Berrios, deep to return. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50. Set up the offense with a short field. D'Amico Ryan's there, the Texans' former linebacker, their current head coach. His guy's going to take over here once more. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. On first down, Stafford. This one is caught by Kirk. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Stafford. He'll go right back to Kirk again. It's complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here. Talk things over before 3rd down. Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This from an even 50 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Open man, that's Bateman downfield. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. Tyler Luke now to try the field goal. This a 42-yard attempt. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Ravens are on the board just before halftime. And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Ravens offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Now first carry here for Keaton Mitchell. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
It's a loss.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Henry Tuotua. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
A gain of 14. First down, Houston.
One of the tight ends motions right. On first down, they keep it on the ground, and they keep it with Mixon. And he's in! Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. That is second touchdown of the game. This one, number 7 on the year.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Lining up
Fairbairn to add the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Texans will extend this third quarter lead.
Ravens 3.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one taken at the 7. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25.
The Ravens offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10.
180. Sit on. 180. 180. Sit on.
Play action now. Jackson pushed out to his left. Oh, that's one where he just needs to unload it, but he did not. It'll go down as a sack and a big loss of yards. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Sit on. Sit on.
From the gun, Jackson. This one complete downfield to Walker. That's how to dig yourself out of a hole. A pickup of 18, much more manageable. 3rd and 2 coming up.
Third down.
Sit on. Sit on. Move. 180. Sit on.
They'll try and run for this with Henry. And he will have the Ravens first down. They're able to convert by plenty on 3rd and 1.
And a Baltimore first down.
Sit on.
First and 10 at the
To throw
41-yard line.
is Jackson. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
That's another.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and
First
10.
and 10 at the 48-yard line.
180. 180.
A give right up the middle to Henry. Oh, what a run.
Henry.
Down inside the 30-yard line.
22 more yards.
22 yards, the pickup there. First down, Baltimore.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Change it. 180. Cut.
Jackson now. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
Out of bounds at the 23-yard
From the 23,
line.
here's second
It's a
down
pickup.
and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the handoff, it's Henry. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Now it is first and goal.
That's good for a Baltimore.
No, we changed.
First down.
180.
First down. And
Here's
goal to
Jackson.
go.
That is
Jackson's
incomplete.
pass.
No way to
Intended
force the
for
football
Zay
in there.
Flowers.
Good coverage.
Incomplete.
It'll bring up second down.
Leads to 2nd and
He's
goal.
got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not, and you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive and some points.
Rashad Bateman, the intended target. And now, 3rd and goal coming up.
180. Lamar
going to work from the pistol. And that is incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And now they're faced with a 4th and goal.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
180.
This is going to be caught for a touchdown. But there is a marker down, and you can tell they know this is coming back.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
So a costly penalty here. It wipes away the touchdown.
A 32-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good.
Makes the score.
And the Ravens cut
27.
3 off the lead,
6.
but they still face a sizable deficit.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
We got it. The lady. The hop.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. Looking free downfield, it's Kirk. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
10 at the 43-yard line.
Ready. 180.
They'll run another gun with Mixon. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 9.
We go set.
On the ground, it's Mixon as we begin the 4th quarter.
Joe Mixon
just pushing defenders out of the way as he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
That's a gain of 5.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Stafford now on 3rd down. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line.
34 yards.
It is a big-time play for Houston.
1st down.
It's a gain of 34.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll run here with Mixon. And he will score again. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. 3 touchdowns for him. Numbers 6, 7, and 8 on the season. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Fairbairn
and so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Ray gonna return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own
John Harbaugh there, the
line.
Super Bowl winning coach of the Ravens, as his guys get ready for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
Ready, shot! Shot! 180! 180! Ready, shot! Shot!
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he's just pushing guys out of the way, powering forward for a gain of 8.
He's tackled at the 34-yard
From the 34-yard line.
It's a gain
Here's
of 8.
second
Brings
and a
up
couple.
2nd and 2.
180! Middle! Shut up!
Back to throw, Jackson. And it's into the hands of Flowers. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
A gain of 9 yards. And a Baltimore first down.
180!
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Henry. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5.
Sit hot! 180! Sit hot! 180! Sit hot!
Throwing Jackson. That's going to be incomplete.
Jackson's
Good work
pass
by the defender. Bodied his
intended
man
for
up.
Tez
Wouldn't
Walker.
allow the catch.
Incomplete.
It'll force 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
180! Sit hot! 180! Ready, shot!
He goes to use you.
Ready, shot!
Now it's Jackson. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 31
It's a
yards.
big one for the Ravens.
That's good for a
31
Baltimore
yards.
first down.
Sit hot!
1st and 10 at
On
the
1st and 10,
21-yard line.
Jackson. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and
That's
10.
another Baltimore first down.
Sit hot!
Jackson up top again. That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
Intended for Tez
He was
Walker.
trying to get that to Tez
Incomplete.
Walker.
Brings
And it'll bring up 2nd and goal.
180! 180! You! Sit hot!
Again, it's Jackson. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that's going to move them
Jackson's
closer,
pass
but they're going to need to come up with
complete
something
to
here.
Devin Culp.
Here comes 3rd
A gain
and
of 7
goal.
yards. It's now
The drag
3rd
route. We used to say
and
this is
goal.
day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
That is caught, and they are into the end zone for the first time today. Touchdown, Ravens. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Ravens are able to cut into the deficit.
Score, Texans 34, Ravens 13. Tyler Loop to kick off for Baltimore.
Now, after the touchdown, Loop is back out to kick this one away. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. The Texans offense ready to take over once more. And a few kneel downs should do it here. Defensively, they do still have those 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. On first down, they'll start with Mixon. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. Second down.
37-yard line.
And now at 152, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout. Second down, 8 yards to go. Ready. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
39-yard line.
Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second.
And it's
talk things over before third down. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. And that is incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And that's going to lead to a fourth down. So on fourth down, on comes Tommy Townsend to punt for Houston. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10.
Hey! Get on!
Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Brings up second and a yard at the 29-yard line.
Jackson looking to throw. He'll get this one to his safety valve. Complete. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5. But that is enough for a first down.
It's really just an extended handoff. Get the ball out wide to your running back in space and make the defense tackle him. That's really all this is. Something small turns into a nice pickup.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
To the air one more time with Jackson. Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
That's another Baltimore first down.
A first down throw for Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Sit on! You turned it. 180!
Now Jackson. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Now Jackson and the Ravens will try to tack on 2 more.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point
On the
conversion.
zone read, he'll keep it himself. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
21.
Built on the side of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decade since it opened back in 1998. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore.
Tyler Loop to kick off for Baltimore.
Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And we're underway from the bank. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. It's a 17-year pro steering this ship, Brock, an active leader in basically every passing category and continuing to try and build that Hall of Fame case. Matthew Stafford.
You know, Kate, sometimes they say great quarterbacks are like great point guards. And much like we measure point guards in basketball with the assist-to-turnover ratio, and you love a 3-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio that will win you ball games, same with quarterbacking. 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, and a big old win last week.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion.
Lady!
First snap, and Stafford's going to throw. Gets this one into the hands of Christian Kirk.
Stafford's pass.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. And creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And he'll get them enough for a first down. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win.
First down. A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Texans.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Set!
Keeping it with Mixon. He's stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
First down.
1st and 10 from the 43. Action now for Stafford. Taken in by Kirk, right side. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They'll get 16 yards on that play. And it'll be a first down, Texans. Now their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Brock. It's a new set of downs at the 27-yard line. First down throw here for Stafford. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And it'll be first down, Houston.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Stafford's going to throw once more. This one's caught. And he drives this forward to the 6. Now, it looks like one of the Ravens is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. We've got a man in motion. It's Stafford once more. Throw fine in his back. Nixon. And he's tackled for no gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
This is going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on 3rd down. Running from the pistol, it's Mixon. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend.
1st and goal, Houston.
Solid opening drive so far, Brock. Few chances to cap it here. This is 1st and goal. Mixon has the Houston touchdown. The Texans finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Ravens nothing.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff.
For Houston.
Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Ravens take over.
So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
If there's such thing as perfection in the NFL for a quarterback, well, he pretty much achieved it last week. QB rating through the roof. No mistakes, 6 touchdowns. Just a phenomenal day. Hard to replicate. But the consistency and the confidence that can come out of that should endure.
Jackson looking to throw right away. And his first pass falls incomplete.
Jackson's pass.
Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. So now it's going to be third and long.
Third down and
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Jackson now on third. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, partner, I know you love your baseball analogies. That's 3 strikes right there. And this offense 3 and out to begin this game.
And I think next drive, play number 1 should be a run. What do you think?
Yeah, I completely agree. Good call. Down a score and taking a big risk on their own side here. They're lining up to try for this. On fourth down, snap to Jackson. Throw caught by his running back. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Don't tell these guys the odds, partner. They call the right play at the right time. Gain 13 on 4th and 10. That's enough for a first down.
10 at the 36-yard line.
Jackson's gonna throw again. Likely's got it right side. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Lamar throwing again. Gets it downfield. On target to Flowers. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46.
18.
Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Offense off to a good start, Brock. Here's a 1st and 10 inside of enemy territory.
180. It's it hot. 180. What a shot.
Henry running to the left. And he's not going to manage to get to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Will Anderson on the tackle. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
1 quarter away so far. 7-0 is our score. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They have 2nd down behind the sticks.
Get hard. 180. Hey, middle. Get hard.
They go play fake with Jackson. Connects on the crosser. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish up their opening drive. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
That is Tyler Luke, now on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens start off well to tie things 7-7.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. D'Amico Ryans doing the last little bit of coaching as the Texans return to the field here. And they sure looked clean throwing that football the last drive, didn't they? That's something we've seen from them early in games throughout this season, Brock.
Sure has been part of their game plan. Get that passing game going early, pick up some mo while both teams get established. Most weeks, well, we've seen it pay some pretty good dividends for them, too.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. A lot of space ahead. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. They get 23 on that one. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
You know, one secret ingredient on these jet sweeps to take off like that, Kate, it's timing. We talk about timing and precision in the passing game, but it's the same thing on a jet sweep. You got to hand it off just at the right time to capture an edge like he just did.
And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
That's another Texans 1st down. A gain of 15.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
He goes, tap, tap. What do you have?
Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. On the ground again with Mixon. And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They take the handoff now, Stafford. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. But it does force a 4th down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out, without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Up and good from Fairbairn. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. The Ravens offense returning to the field for their second possession. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap to Jackson. This is man, it's DeAndre Hopkins. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this 2nd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack.
Hey! Tonight! 180!
Play action now with Jackson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
180! 180!
3rd and long for him here. Into traffic, complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
180!
A gain of 14 on the play. It's 4th down.
Report!
Jackson's going to go on 4th. It's complete. Play made by Bateman. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 6. And the Baltimore
clock is ticked down. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More from M&T Bank Stadium coming up. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
13. Tonight! 180!
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He'll double this one off to his running back, complete. And they bring him down around the 34.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And again, it's Jackson. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 5-yard
so 1st and 10 now from the 30.
That's another Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Again, it's Jackson to the air. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
T, ready?
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Go. 180. Hey, middle.
From the red zone on 1st. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Intended for Devin Cole.
Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that makes it second and goal.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
What? Get on.
Jackson yet again. Catch made. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Houston calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They've held him out twice. Chance at another stop here. Third and goal. Jackson, quick pass wide. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
To Devin Cole.
Final timeout called by the Texans. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Leaving the offense out there. It's 4th and goal from the 1. He'll go quickly to the right. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I can safely say, Kate, that's exactly what you want offensively. Exactly what you want to do to get out of the shadow of your own goal line. Get a good push. Get a good gain. Get some positive yards. Job well done.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Set. 250.
Looking to throw. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. Not a big window for those halftime speeches. They're right back out of the locker room and set to resume play with the 3rd quarter. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff.
For Houston.
Danny Gray to return it. Things going well so far. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. Here comes the Baltimore offense to begin quarter number 3. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10.
Hey, get hot! Get hot!
Mitchell takes it straight ahead. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Mitchell, the ball carrier.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
7 at the 42-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
180. Sit hot. 180. What a shot. Sit up.
Lamar out of the pistol. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up third down.
That's a gain of 6.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Report, report. Let's go. Motion, motion, motion. Sit up. Sit up.
Turning to Henry on third. That's the first down, and he's still going. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down.
14 yards.
They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that's going to be a Baltimore first.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Pistol snap to Jackson. Throwing the out route complete. And this one does not go far.
Jackson's pass.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage. The trusty tight end.
Yo, yo.
This is Henry on second. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle.
Down at the 33-yard line.
Quick,
It's a gain
Here
of
they
2.
come. This is 3rd and
Brings up
5.
3rd and 5.
Sit up. 180. Sit up. 180. Ready, shot. Sit up.
Play action. Here's Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
On 4th down and 5, the offense staying out there.
Go ahead. Sit up, up. Hey, sit up. 180. Sit up.
Back to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you could find a completion just like that.
180. 180. What a shot. Sit up.
First down, here's Lamar. Hits his running back. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, when one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Sit on. Sit on. 180. 180. 180.
Jackson now on 3rd. Oh, defender there to knock it away, and he's able to do just that. 4th down coming up.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Loop knocks it through. And that will tie things up for the 3rd.
Well, here we go. All squared up once again after the first drive of the second half. Something tells me, though, Kate, these kickers, they better stay warm because more than likely their leg is going to play a big difference in this outcome.
Tyler Loop to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Kill, turn up.
Shotgun snap to Stafford. Cut by Collins on the slant. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike.
13 yards on the
That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Texans
off the play fake, it's Stafford. Has a man downfield, it's Collins. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Kirk comes in motion right. Complete out to the right. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. Well, we didn't see either side separate through 3. It's all tied at 10 to begin the 4th. Offense still line. This is 2nd and 4. Running left is Mixon. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Taking a chance to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And the Ravens will be set up in the 20-yard line following that interception.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
We see the Ravens making their way out now. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well.
180. Middle. Sit hard. 180. Sit hard.
Henry gets in here to start the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Middle.
Now here's Lamar. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
180. Sit hard. 180. Shot. No, we changed it. Sit up.
Throw here, 3rd down. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game, even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down. None of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow, and he is dicing them.
Ready, shot. Tonight. 180. Ready, shot. 180. Cut.
Throwing now on first down. It's Jackson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Intended for Tez
You go
Walker.
middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Shot. 180. 180. Ready, shot. Go.
He's back to throw. And they can't connect on the third down. Deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it. But it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on third down than they did on second. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Well, tie game, and they want to be the ones to put this away. They're going for it. He'll throw it. And he had it, but no, can't complete the process of the catch. And they wind up turning it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It could be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
Ready. Set up. Yellow 20.
Stafford now. Throw finding his back. Mixon. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Complete to Joe Mixon.
Just get this guy touches.
That's a gain of 4.
I don't care how. I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Texans, first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down, and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First and 10, or on to Mixon. Running in the red zone. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
16 more yards.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Houston.
Going to the ground again on first. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
The tackle made.
A gain of 5, and that brings us to the 2-minute warning.
Brings up second.
That's the
and
2-minute
5.
warning here from Baltimore. Texans in range for a game-winning score. First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Stafford from the gun. Has it in close. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Complete to Nico Collins. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. Now to throw. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans have taken the lead late. Nico Collins with the touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
Fielded at the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here.
Sit on! 180! Sit on! 180! Finish it up! Sit on!
Setting up to pass. This is Cox. That's Walker. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. And a Baltimore first down.
He'll look to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
That's another Baltimore first down.
Here he is to throw. Has him running the comeback. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. The Ravens moving quickly here in the hurry-up.
That's another Baltimore first down.
Back to throw. Rolling out to his left. Now he takes it. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. At this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it to.
Kate, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
Coach did not hesitate there. He held up those 2 fingers right away. They're going to try for this win.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
180! Finish it on! 180!
Jackson throwing for it. And it's in. next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay. We're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Houston Texans
Tyler Loop to kick off for Baltimore.
Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And we're off from Baltimore. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out is one of the game's all-time leading passers, the top pick back in 2009. Still going strong, it's Matthew Stafford.
Stafford just continues to fight off injuries, and he continues to battle Father Time. And it is remarkable. There's a lot of quarterbacks as we see him age. We see the arm fall apart. We see the wear in the tear and the velocity disappear. You're just not seeing that with Stafford. You can question how long the journey may continue, but you cannot question how productive he is when he's on that field.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
36-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Ready.
Stafford now off the play fake. Collins got it left side. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
21 yards. First down, Texans.
1st and 10 from the 43. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's Stafford. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
Those windows over the middle, the congestion, just the mass of people. If you're not on time and on target, you're not going to find a completion, especially on that down and distance.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Now Stafford again. Throwing for the back of the end zone. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Texans take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Nico Collins with the touchdown.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early and put a fear of God into this defense.
Here's Geebear88 Fairbairn on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Ravens nothing.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. He stopped on the run back at the 27. So here now are the Ravens on offense to begin their first drive. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback. A multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard's Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player, most exciting player, not just in his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket and as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
Lamar out of the pistol. Bails out of the pocket quick. He tucks it and takes off. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And that's good for a gain of 5. Kalen Bullock up to make the stop.
He was brought down by
a humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Pistol snap to Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense is going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on third down.
Go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Vacates quickly left side. He's making a bid for it. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Ready.
From the pistol, Henry. And he has this down to the 34. 12 yards on that play and a good call, and that's up the first.
That's another Baltimore.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
First down, and they go right back to him. And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
You at X. You at X. Sit on. 180. What is shot? You at X. You at X. Slam. Sit on.
From the red zone now. Finds some time left. He's running with it. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolf.
Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Mitchell punches it in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish off their opening drive.
Touchdown, Ravens.
So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
That is Tyler Luke, now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
D'Amico Ryans doing a last little bit of coaching as the Texans return to the field here. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
They fake the handoff now, Stafford. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Here's his running back. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to the bank in just a moment. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They're looking at first down here. Throwing from the pistol, Stafford. Connects on the crosser. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is. Is that QB and tight end? They got that ball out in a hurry.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Here goes that.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
And the Texans first down.
On first down, here's Stafford. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Intended for
his first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now it's second down.
2nd and 10.
Shotgun snap to Stafford. Gets this to Stover. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Throwing is Stafford on third. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Ravens will take over as he records his first interception of our season. All right, defense did its job, forced the offense into a 3rd and long, and that, in large part, partner, led to that interception.
Such a dichotomy, Kate, in so many ways. Offensively, we hear all the time what? Stay on schedule, avoid these situations. Defensive coaches, you know what they say, earn the right to rush the passer, earn the right to make them one-dimensional, and when you do, go pay it off, and they did in the biggest of ways with that huge INT.
Now we'll get set to see the Baltimore offense for the second time. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on them. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hurt. Right there, hurt. Curve 19. 60 Go trap.
Mitchell off the pistol give. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
180. 13. Ready, shot.
Lamar off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. He can run it. And they're approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46. Not in a time crunch just yet, but they're hurrying to the line anyway.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Mitchell up the middle. He dodged the tackle. And out of bounds he goes on that big pickup. They're inside the red zone now. This play goes for 36. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Go. Cut.
Working inside the red zone. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
He was defended by Derek Stingley.
180. Hey, up. Sit hard. 180. Yo. Sit hard.
Play fake. Jackson. Gets out of trouble, but there's too much pressure, and he's brought down. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of third down.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Sit hard. Sit hard. 180. Right shot. Sit hard.
Jackson now, third and long. Complete to Henry on the check down. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Now, Brock, things are dead even as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from M&T Bank Stadium coming up. On fourth now, on comes Tyler Luke, going to try this field goal for the Ravens. High percentage look for him here from the left hand. Luke knocks it through, and that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. And we've seen both extremes of this passing game so far, Brock. 1 touchdown and 1 interception on the ledger.
A home run and a strikeout. A little sampling of what works and what doesn't against this defense, Kate. Now, you got to try to emphasize those things that you found success on with that opening drive.
Stafford now on first down. Finds a man right side. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Complete.
The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 45-yard line.
Stafford from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. He's able to cross midfield before going out.
A gain of 6.
He gets 6 on that play. And it'll be first down, Houston.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Him on the quick hitter. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Ready. 280.
Stafford's going to throw once more. Short pass brought in. And they make the play at the 39 just before he can pick up that first down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give the quarterback a chance.
Stafford now on third down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Running for it, Mixon. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Kate, I don't think there was a single doubt in the building that that was going to be an R-U-N. And not a single doubt in the outcome either. Great push to drive it forward and get the first.
We've set it down from 37. First down throw here for Stafford. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Small gain down to the 23. That play made by an all-pro from last season, Marlon Humphrey. Houston calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Second down now, they need 7.
Set! Go 20! 20 hot! Play.
Working from the gun, here's Stafford. Taken in by Kirk right side. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Stafford throwing again. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take the lead just before halftime. Nico Collins with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans take a 4-point lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
DC ready?
This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half.
Alpha, sit on! 180! 180! Run a shot! Sit on!
On first down, Jackson. And he's not going to escape this. The Texans take him down. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Second down and 19 yards to go after that sack.
Yo. Sit on! You change it. Sit on!
Looking to throw. He's throwing deep to the left side. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot play down the field.
He connects downfield. And this one won't get there. Looked good, but the stop is made just before he could get the first.
Already.
And this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Shut up!
He's back to throw. A desperate heave here for 6. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. So a 1-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Well, apologies to our buddy Scott Hansen. We're going to catch up with you after this one, Scott. We're going to jump past halftime, get you right back to the start of the second half. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff.
For Houston.
Danny Gray to return it. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Raven offense headed out for this first series of the second half. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Mitchell takes it straight ahead. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with second and 1.
Ball carrier.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 40-yard line.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down.
180! Get up!
Get to Henry on the inside handoff. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. It's a gain of 22.
22 yards.
And that's good for a Ravens first down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
First down, and they go back to Henry. They'll be yard at most there, and it's second down.
The tackle by
In the tempo with some hurry-up offense.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Report!
Lamar out of the pistol. Culp with a catch. He's got it in the red zone. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15.
A gain of 24
Give him 24 yards on that one.
That's good.
And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
First down.
Go.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
But again, now to Mitchell. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup at second down. Offense working quickly.
It's a gain of 9.
Yo.
Brings up second and a yard at the 5-yard line.
Here's Mitchell again. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
Down by James Bradbury.
Chances of stalling this drive defensively seem bleak, but how about now? Look at those odds changing, Kate. Still not great, but you could feel a little momentum on their side. Maybe they can muster it up and get back-to-back stops.
180! 180! Set up! Motion, Jack! 180! Right there.
Turning to Henry on third. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Ravens take the lead right away in half number 2. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs then, Miss Kate.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses before they find pay dirt.
Here's Luke for the point after.
For the extra point.
Extra point set right down the middle. And the Ravens push their lead to 3.
Ravens 17. Texans 14. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10.
The Texans and wide receiver Nico Collins ready to go once again. They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown, and heck, it really set up to be an entertaining second half if they're able to answer here. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. First and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
He was brought down.
That is
at the
just a
45-yard
great
line.
drive starter.
10
What
yards
every
on the
offense
pickup.
wants. Gives you a little bit of
It's
energy, a
second
little
and
juice,
inches.
and now a really manageable second down.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down. Back to throw here, Stafford. Complete out to the right side. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
The
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
A gain of 7. First down, Houston.
Running with Mixon out of the gun. Very small gain, if anything, here. Maybe a yard. It's second down.
The tackle made.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Set.
Keeping it with Mixon. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7.
And it's 3rd down.
Man in motion here.
180.
To the air on 3rd and long. Quick slant here to Kirk. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. Give him 8 on that one. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
We've set it downs from 37. Motioning one of the tight ends. 1st and 10, a run and Mixon. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. That's Odafe with the stop. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Texans who have it to start here, and they come in trailing on the scoreboard. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now Stafford to throw. Trying to set up a screen for Mixon. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Third and long for him here. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely. That'll be a touchback. Baltimore running its offense out now. They've ripped off 4 straight wins, and if this lead holds, that's going to be 5 before we know it. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
To what? What? To what? 180. What is it? What is it? Ringo.
The drive begins with Henry. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Tackle made.
Jackson getting his guys in the hurry up.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing now off the play action. Rolling now to his left. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he is persuaded to go out of bounds just as he gets this up past the 30-yard line.
Gain of 11.
That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
1st and 10 from the 32.
Get on! You are X. You are X. Sit on! Go! Ready! Ready, shot! Sit on!
This is Mitchell. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
No, we changed it.
Play fake. Jackson. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe.
A gain of 19 yards.
A new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Baltimore, first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Go. Sit hot.
On the handoff, here's Mitchell. He's going to bring this down to their 35. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
All set to go now from the 35.
All right, go. Sit on.
From the pistol, Henry. And that's a key stop defensively, Brock. Gonna need more of those as they trail by a score.
He's brought down by
Even with this lead, keeping the pedal down.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Now Jackson off the play action. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down.
Danny Gray, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Sit on. 180. Sit on.
Back to throw it. Bails out of the pocket quick. And this is another one too close to that defender, Brock. Knocked away again, and this time it forces 4th down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
The Ravens field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
Got all of it, and this is good. Now following the play, one of the Texans banged up in some pain. We're going to pause as he gets checked on.
Tyler Loop to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Loop to kick it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up to the 35 to begin this drive. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. And they had to wave that white flag on their last drive, Brock, hoping to avoid having to call that punter this time out.
Yeah, you get several chances a game, on average, somewhere around 10 possessions, and you know not all of them are going to pan out. So you got to forget what lies behind and keep pressing on to the journey ahead.
Mixon on the toss. Oh, he rocks that tackler. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he set out.
A gain of 15
he picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield.
Texans.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll bowl his way in for a 4-yard pickup.
He was really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Texans down by a touchdown. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Ready.
Kirk comes in motion right. It's mixed in on 2nd down. And 2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down.
Mixon, the ball carrier, taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here he is to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
3 yards.
The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
He'll look to throw it. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans find a way to tie it late.
Touchdown, Houston.
Nico Collins with the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. So it was touchdown or bust here on this drive, Brock. A field goal wouldn't have done it, but they get the score they needed, and now a critical extra point forthcoming.
And now what I love, the pressure shifts to the other sideline. They do have some time left on the clock, and remember, all they're going to need is a field goal to go out and steal this one in the end.
Now the kick team out to steal away the lead with a point after. And he gets the extra point, and that kick gives them the 1-point lead right near the end of this game.
Ravens 20.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Ravens take over.
Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this 4th quarter, partner. That touchdown just serves it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set, and it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
180. Set up.
Setting up to pass. Vacates quickly left side. Now he takes it. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Shaquille Griffin.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
And that short gain is enough for a new set it down. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard
2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10.
Sit hot. 180. Sit hot. 180. Hey, report.
Here he is to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Intended for Isaiah
Less than 40 seconds to work with. Here comes 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw. Caught on the comeback route. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line.
13
quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down.
First down.
Trying down the middle with Henry. He's dropped a big stop in a big moment there, Brock. They could not afford to lose yards there. So there's the timeout called, and we're going to see if they think there's enough time for 2 plays or just one last snap. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
180. 180. What is that? 180. What is that?
Pistol snap to Jackson. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
Incomplete.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
180. Hey, sit on. 180. Sit on.
Here he goes, one final shot. Has him running the comeback. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. So the Texans come away with the road win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Baltimore.